What's up, it's your boy JorieRich coming at you live from Evolution Studios, Durban, and we're about to do an album breakdown for you, Famous or Not. Yeah. Hey, so the story behind Famous or Not is actually funny, né? To be brief about it, like there's a video where there's this one kid that's asking for like a selfie after like a performance and stuff, ne? But then he asks his little sister, ukuthi emshuthe, yabo. Mawusiswakha kangazi, yabo. She's like, hey bo, kubalo, palentwana leni wayindekile. So manje after shooting, this little sister's like, oh my god, you acting like he's famous, yabo. Kanti ubhuti wakhe eyibona ivision. So that's when I started wondering, it's okay. On the real, am I actually famous or not? Because you actually see me with famous people, but I'm not famous. But if I'm always with famous people, am I famous or not? Sure. So that's how that came about. It's actually funny. I've dropped an EP before. I was in a label sort of like thing, I think 3 years back, if I'm not mistaken. Then we had a whole fallout and stuff. Removed all our thingies from digital platforms. So I've dropped like an EP before, but it's no longer available on like social platforms. I might re-upload it again soon, but I just felt like it's just that time where it's like, I just want to drop like a big body of work, album being that. But it's not the first body of work that I've dropped. I just felt like this thing is real. Like it resonated more with who I am, or like everything as a whole. I was telling my life story, and within it, you sort of like dive into that element where you can hear it's okay, this is no longer like singles or EP or in. So we album there. This is a body of work. It tells my story and what I'm about. Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on the album since last year, beginning of last year, 2024. It's been a long run. I was in album mode, cool, but at the same time I was doing other stuff. I can see like for work I do music as well. So I make music for like television and production and stuff, so it was hard to like sort of like find the balance between making music for soapies and TV and my music, like my personal music. But I was able to figure it out. So it took me like, I'd say like a year in total. Nah, it was actually purely just vibes, because all the bros that are on the album, shout out to the bros, Peace, DJ, Emo, Duce Wavy, Usimamane, Andy Carter, Umonde, who else am I missing out? There's an interlude with Tubusana, Tim Kwanazi, my friend, he sent me a voice note. Boys on Azonke, they just, they just happened, and it just so happened with this body of work. But none of it was like planned or paid for. I'd say it was just genuine. So if Famous or Not, track 1 is Impilo Yabonga. So Impilo Yabonga was basically me ngibonga impilo, and that draws from ekhaya bekuhlangene abantu njengoba ubonile kwi-album, the features, I take it as into eyodwa sijwayele ukuvula ngomthandazo and mase kuzohanjwa kuphinde kuvalwe ngomthandazo. So I felt like it was necessary ukuthi i-album uyivule ngokubonga impilo qala before you even dive into izinto eziningi. Yeah. And then with the track 2 is Going Through It. Going Through It is just me going through it for real. If you listen to it, you can hear it's okay. There's no hook, there's nothing. I'm just going through it, and there's no bass drop, there's nothing. It's just a score just going, and I'm just flowing, Track 3 is Godspeed. Godspeed reminds you, yonke into happens in God's timing, So you must always be happy for people and be able to clap for other people. Just know it's isikhathi and everything works with divine timing, and now you're in it. Just believe, have faith. As long as come on. So in track 4, where I actually like sort of like up the vibe now from ukuthi okay kade sidabukisa sizama ukuthi sinyusa kancane manje. Jahicwane is actually igama lamkhulu wami. Babembiza uJahicwane cause yabo ichwane yabo wayimandla kakhulu echwaneni. So I just sort of wanted to correlate that but with like into fun, so I made that whole track about Jahicwane. And then track 5 is Ipola featuring FLO. Ipola came about nami ngipholile, and it's just that vibe where it's like we introducing the Durban wave, the Durban sound, and FLO were usually like a band that we used to look up to, Sakula, Witness the Funk Days, or No Musa, yabo. So we were inspired by that, and we just gotta pay homage to that sometimes. And I was able to get with FLO on the song, which is very great. So shout out to the OGs and stuff. Yeah.
Basically, how you met up with Jorie was, I think he hit me up on IG first, so he hit me up, I replied. I think the same day also when he hit me up, I think Wabli also hit me up. Truly wants to sing a song. There's a song that he wants me to actually, hop on. I was like, I bet no, said a bit.
Shout out Wabli.
Yes, I may said, and then I was like, oh, who's it from? Who's it by? He told me, I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Now I'm blind. And like, what did he say? And I actually told Jorie the story. He said that so yeah, bro, actually, yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, I didn't actually know about it, before, I didn't
True.
know who he was. Yeah, so then Marty sent me the joints. Then I also had actually, so I was actually talking to them around the same time. So when he sent me the joints, I was like, oh wait, it's actually, and I realized, oh man, it's actually a dope joint. I think that was around November, if I'm not mistaken. And then the time I flew down, I went to the Bose. And then I made time, bro. We linked out, recorded my part at his place, the studio, and then that's how we done with the song. Imagine.
Yeah, real. That's real. Hey man, shout out FLO, man. So that's how that came about, like for real. Biggie Ndwana, that was always like behind the scenes most of the time. I'd be there at certain places, but people wouldn't know what's Nguba or Ngenzani or how am I getting into these places. But the people that knew. So when I made the joints, I heard the sound and I was like, yo, shout out to Prod God, by the way, my producer from Gauteng. He made the beats, track 4, 5, and 6. When I heard that beat and I made that hook, I was like, yeah, Zivesu. And then I manifested it, tried to sort it out, and then it actually worked. So after Ipola, track 6 is the Trap Clean. Nakona, we still having fun. Shout out to my boy Usima Mane. That track came about Nakona si Ipola at my studio, at the apartments, we chilling. Boys are, dumbing it down after like gigging and stuff. Now we just hanging and stuff. So we scanned through my beats, and then it just so happened the beats was that beat that we were like, messing with. And then I sort of like hopped on it, and then Usman Miwai Zwavesu, and he was like, started pinning it down, and then he hopped on as well. And that's how that came about. And then Imali, track 7, Interlude, that's the voice note I was talking about. So it was, now we're taking it back down. It's like a roller coaster. The album goes up, it goes down, you see. So Imali is that song that takes you down back to reality and stuff. And it's like, okay, sesiyishayile nice time, but ifocus ibila yabo ekugcineni. So I was during a tough time, and Ubusanathi sent me that voice notes. It actually resonated with how I was feeling at the time, so I was sort of inspired, and that's how Imali came about. And then track 8, which is Imali, the actual song featuring JRM, or shout out JRM, nayo yayisiqhubekela ekutheni i-interlude yayithini yabo, and then ingoma yayisiyakhiwa ukuthi hey siyifunela imali at the end of the day yabo, like it's tough out here, so we're just trying to make a living for our families, for our close ones, nje impilo yaphambili yabo. And then track 9 is Itagalani featuring uBeast RSA, Unjandini, shout out to uBeast, Big Bro Beast, Kachin. Itagalani is actually like one of those songs eseyinesikhathi zabakhona, but I would say more than a year. It's like 6 months or something. So what happened was ngangisemcimbini wabhutama umdala yabo emakhaya, and kwakukhona osisi bami abancane babecula emcimbini, so I actually started like recording that. I actually sampled that. Obhuti bami bengibuza ukuthi zishaphi la ngiphila khuleka yabo, ngiyazi bensingenzani. And then when I got back to the studio, I just kept playing that loop back, and I started creating on top of loco. So that's how the Tagalani beats came about. And then yeah, it resonates nento yasekhaya leya ngoma, so I like ended up started making like a song for home and stuff, saying that type of thing. And then uBeast kind of like heard that because he be rolling with my bros, Ofilame, JRM, Injandine. It's also like one movement. So when they were playing like these bangers, he heard that and he was like, yo, that's actually fire and stuff. And then it got to a point where we actually linked up, and then he actually penned down a verse and he put it on. It was meant to be. And then track 10, E From the Mud, shout out to Umonde, Ushoba, it's my boy as well. From the Mud, nayo sasihleli, and hey, ubone bese unswempu, and you think it's okay, as much as Vesu kunswempu, but you see where the thing is headed. So it might not be where it is right now, but you see where it's headed. So if From the Mud came from Uti, we actually came from the mud. But we still got to a point where we're here and we're pushing this dream thing and we're making it work. So we came up from the mud to the point where Cecilia. After E From the Mud, Comba P, what to say wave. Comba P is also like a fun song. It's so wavy, it needs to say. So Comba P is like a song that it means too many different things. Like Comba P, we could be going to a party, but at the same time it's like Comba P nempilo. Like, where are you going with life? And combat, like the matric, we combat, but you're going to university. After university, you're spine and combat. It was just that vibe. So it's a vibey track, but it means like more than what you hear. But it's that thing. But there's like treasures and stuff. And then for me, combat P, we go to E. I think E Yami. E Yami is actually like a fan favorite. Now y'all come on Indela if I need, because hey, Hans be having us going crazy and stuff. So I started like writing about that. It was at the time where and you're like, hey, she got me going down. And and stuff, and every time you see her, you just feel like type of thing. So that song is just a breakdown of Leo feeling Leo. So I take you through different emotions, like we in love, we heartbroken, we sad, we happy, we dancing now, and stuff. Then after Yami is the cold. The cold tells you the world is cold. My heart is cold right now, and that's caused by Uti. We living in 2025, it's no longer like an easy time to fall in love. I know I'm young and stuff, but hey man, 20 something, and I think that those times were like nicer. There was more love. Like the world is really dark now, and there's less of uthando and wakisana and uyapambili than so more of so it cold comes from there. Damn, we're doing all these things, but my heart is still cold because we lacking love and shit. Yeah, bro. And then I go on from Equal to I got 'em dancing. That's where I like sort of like sing a conclusion. It's okay, we've been sad. We've gone through these emotions, so now let's dance a little bit just to end it off on a high note, yeah, bro. So it got 'em dancing is like that vibe where we like dancing and stuff, yeah, bro. And then moving on to Inquiry or to Loki, yeah, bro, just like we got 'em dancing, so shy Inquiry, yeah, bro. Loki and how Inquiry came up. Inquiry is actually old. I've actually released it as like a single before, but I just felt the need to add it on the album as well because it was a thing, yeah, Kuluma, yeah, bro, about some real stuff that was happening as well.
He started something. So, how we enjoyed it to doing our joints was, I think, we not even I think, we were at Celo's place.
Deeply rooted.
We were going to be talking merch or something like that. And then we were having a conversation about doing songs with Jorie for because he's doing like some scoring. You know, and then Jorie was making a beat, these beats that they dance to and whatever. And he started something in there, and then and then when he was doing something else, I was like, wait,
go back.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, go back to the other joint. Trust me,
he did.
There's something there, and then that's how I did it, finished it, with lots of ideas. I did my verse that time, boom. That's how that song came about.
Yeah. That's legit how it actually panned out. Like, so as a studio, we were discussing like merchandise stuff because Loki had dropped like, I think a single at the time, Irute or something. So he was working on the merch as well. And then we were at the studio because now we have like a heat presser and stuff. Shout out Deeply Rooted Studios, by the way. We do podcasts and stuff. So we were there, and then I was sort of like producing, and Uloki was like, yo, because I was like doing different projects at the same time. It's like, yo, go back to that project. Boy, that shit is banging. And it's like Jersey charm, so it has that TikTok thing to it. Yeah, well, so we just started chefing that up, and Inquiry is a fun song that actually came out. People actually always jig to it. Yeah, it's pretty dope. And then track 16 is like a bonus song, Ingena Kakhulu nayo futhi. It's like it's like when you like you now you like showing what's okay, why am I here? Yeah, well, like don't forget ukuthi within all of these things that I've done, I'm also able to do like okay nje. So I take myself as a versatile artist. I don't limit myself to like Inde order and stuff. I'm always like exploring because that draws more from working with like television and stuff. They ask for like different type of things. They want drama, they want comedy. So you always have to be a person that's exploring. So I was focused on fixate on Inde order of how to explore. So that's how I was able to dive into different sounds on my album as well. And shout out to the guy that played the trumpet, Ntowos and Sibande. Shout out to Ugwanda, that made it possible to Nklangane nalawo bafethu. All the people that played parts in the album. T-Bag, he made me use his studio to do the final master. Shout out Celo, shout out Mike, my manager. People that are shooting for me, Stan, the SA, all these people, bro. Shout out to all of you guys. Yeah, Famous or Not, it's out now. It's out on all digital platforms. Guys are squeezing it. Okay, let me see. Favorite song on the album. I think it has to be. Yo, dog, you putting me at a tight spot. Yeah, I feel like he going through it. Either he going through it, or just like I said, Itagalan. Yeah, bro. But he going through it speaks like so in Kuluma and stuff. So I feel like poured my heart out on that track and like it resonates cool. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Okay. It'd be wrong to say myself because I produced most of the tracks on the album. But shout out to Proud God, man. He really came through with the 3 joints, the Pola, the Trap Clean, and the Jahitwane way. Like my boys really tapped in like that. Yeah. Njengoba ngidrophe i-famous or not, I'm focusing more on getting out there, like on the streets. But like it's one thing to be out there on the internet, but you also need to work your way in the ground, but like inside. But so man, I just want to like infiltrate like the streets and stuff. Want to go out there, show myself more, perform, have tours, have merch, shoot videos, music videos. Yeah, bro, and just do more stuff, bro. I just like to thank everybody that's supporting me right now. Shout out to everybody that's supporting Evolution Studios Durban. Ngiyathanda mina ukubona izinto ey'kanje, but especially la eThekwini, we need more of this. We need more access to izinto ey'blind kanje la ezohlangana khona sikwazi ukushare ama-vision and grow into something bigger than. It's bigger than all of us. That's what you need to understand. Ukuthi each and every person is a tiny piece in the puzzle. And ngeke isebenze puzzle if all these pieces are not connected. So we need to know that at all times. Sibambisane bafethu at all times. Singakhohlani. Siyidubane o-T1, you already know the vibes. I think he's getting bloopers on purpose. I think he's getting bloopers on purpose. This guy. You see, now the whole world's gonna know Tangiko. That's the kind of man.